Hello, everybody. Welcome to Frank's Corner. Hope everybody's doing well. Shout out to all my Bobcat mates. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope the semester's going good for you. I know a few of y'all took some exams here recently. Hope y'all did well. All right, let's get into today's meat. Well, let's first start with the tariffs. The Supreme Court judge has told Donald Trump he can't do no tariffs. That's interesting. And not even is it interesting. I actually love that idea because he's a damn maniac. So yeah, we got to do something about that. So now he made this comment. Well, he can embargo countries. He can destroy the country. He can do this. He can do that. But he can't charge one simple dollar. I think the big comment he made was he could destroy the country, and he can. He's already done it though. I don't think this is what would you would say just a word that's coming out of his mouth. He already knows he's destroyed the country. But at least things are getting reeled in on him right now. So at least somebody's doing something to, put that fucker back in his place because he's been running amok here recently. But let's talk about this new thing he's got called the Board of Peace. Oh my goodness. I read the bylaws of this. So this is a Board of Peace. I think this is something he's actually put together to try to contend with NATO. But the deal is, he is the head of the Board of Peace for the lifetime. He can never be replaced. Every dollar that comes into it, he decides what's happening to it, and only him. And he just took 10 billion US dollars from the American people. Y'all damn fucking stupid Republicans talk about wasting money. He just took 10 billion from the American people and put it in his own Board of Peace. So he's making himself rich. So he just stole $10 billion from the United States people. Don't turn around and say, "Oh, no, he did not." Yes, he did. He stole $10 billion and gave it to himself of American taxpayers' money. What is wrong with you, Republicans? What is actually wrong with you? You don't see this shit? I mean, because this is literally 100% out in your face. So I'm trying to figure out, what's going on. Now, the members of the Board of Peace, every dictator country that you can think of. How's that one? Most of the democratic countries are staying away from it. If you read the bylaws, it's too Trump controls everything. This is like Trump is the king of the board. So he's got all these countries he's the king of. If you're religious, you might want to pay attention to that. He's the king of a bunch of countries. And I think in the long run, this will be NATO versus. I think it'll be a NATO versus the Board of Peace in the long run. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. But only time's going to tell. You understand? We're going to sit back here and wait to see what happens. I just thought it was funny that he made an announcement and and we're going to give $10 billion to the Board of Peace. That's pretty cheap, let me tell you. Well, the damn crook, and again, everybody that supports this damn crook, there's just something wrong with you folks. Everybody should be turning on this man quickly, especially with all the stuff he's doing. But again, I'm not I'm not really going to do a real long live stream. It's about that time for me to work, but I did want you to understand what's going on with this stuff. The Board of Peace is funny. All of his tariffs have just been pushed out, but he can't charge tariffs, which is good. It's not his power, anyways. Of course, to give money to the Board of Peace, that's also illegal too. That needs to go to the House, Senate, be voted on. At least you would think that people understood this, but I guess they don't understand this. I'm not sure why people think that that's a big deal, that he could just do this and get away with it, because he really can't. But that's these are just my thoughts on what's going on. Again, we need to put this crook in prison where he belongs. He's a pedophile. Pam Bondi spent her time protecting that pedophile. He needs to put in prison. He needs to go deep under the prison, is where he needs to go. I don't care if he's a sitting president or not. Of course, there's this new thing now, because I probably should mention this. The Secret Service that protect him are being trained to attack other federal or law enforcement agencies if they try to arrest him through an actual arrest warrant, through a magistrate, a judge, a legal warrant to arrest him. And, he's building a lot of concentration camps all over the United States. These are things you need to pay attention to, especially if you say you have some kind of religion. Because if you have some kind of religion, you'll understand what's actually at play. But, again, I don't have no trust for these people that say they're Christians. Most of them are lying. I got family members that say they're Christians, but I don't fucking believe it, not one bit. They're a Christian that supports the devil. That's what they are to me. So, like the Bible says, he'll fool many Christians, and there's a lot of Christians that went down the rabbit hole already with him. So good luck to all those people. But, I do appreciate everybody coming out and hanging with me for about 6, 7, 8 minutes. I hope everybody's safe. Do your thing. All my Bobcats, good luck. We're about almost halfway through the semester. Spring break's coming up. We're almost halfway through the semester. And, everybody, I love everybody to death. Y'all be safe. Take care of yourselves. And we'll chat with you later.